Hi everyone, who remembers that short-lived but burned very bright science fiction show Space Above and Beyond in the 90s? There was actually a comic book series, and I've got several versions of it. The first one, priced at £1.35, March 1997, is this, and a little Wildcards badge. Now, I've got several versions of this. They're all the same, so don't get particularly excited. There you go, Arlie Ermy in cartoon form. It starts off telling the story of the pilot episode of Space Above and Beyond. Issue 2. Now, issue 2, signed by Mr. James Morrison. To Dave, best wishes, James Morrison. I met him once. He was a very, very pleasant sort of chap. Have it for Forbidden Planet comic store in the back. Still going. And there you go. Digital rendering of a Hammerhead fighter. And yeah, it meanders through. Yeah. Wow, there's been a price rise at issue 3 in May 1997. It's now £1.50, not £1.35. Ooh. Picture of Shane Vanton on the front and Princess Leia advertising something on the back. Now this one's really cool. It's got a schematic plan of the USS Saratoga SCVN 2812, the nuclear space carrier that the show was based on. That's really nice. When you watch the show now, some of the digital effects look a bit clunky. So in this one, we get to the end of the pilot episode. Kyle and Selena is still lost, thankfully. Never has there been a more annoying character in science fiction. So that's it, Space Above and Beyond. Oh, it continues. The Gauntlets. There's another comic, The Gauntlets. I've only got one. I've got the second part of this. Another story, yeah. Now, this was summarised in this. Now, you can tell I wasn't married at the time. You can tell I don't have kids for buying this stuff. Why did I buy it? Nothing better to spend my money on. Anyway, there's a comic book here. Exactly the same as the one I've just shown you on it. A little bit glossier. Gluttons for Punishment. I've got the American Tops Comics version. So this one was published by Titan. The UK one was published by Titan. It was a graphic novel published by printed in Italy, Titan. So the US one is via Tops, and really is just a mechanism to sell stuff. So X-Files. Strength, confidence, and chicks, says this fella. What's he selling? Get in shape with a real American hero. Joe DeAngelis, Mr. America Workout System on VHS. That dates it on VHS. Bond is back. GoldenEye. Wow. That does date it. Barbed Wire. Pamela Anderson as Barbed Wire. So the X-Files. Oh, Space Above and Beyond. That's what we're supposed to be for. And it's exactly the same comic. But being a Tops comic, there's loads of adverts in it. So, issue 2, more X-Files stuff on the back. Buy some muscles. X-Files. Whoa, Star Wars. Barbed Wire again. There you go. And we get to the end of the pilot episode with issue 3. X-Files. Songs in the Key of X-Files. I've bought that on cassette. Wow. Mars Attacks. X-Files. Some Star Wars artwork for sale. When people like Star Wars. X-Files. Oh, back to the comic book. And it's all the same as the other editions. Now, the one I've not got the second edition to, The Gauntlets, I managed to get parts 1 and 2 of the American Tops version. There you go. Who wants to buy an X-Files t-shirt? How much were they? $15.95. Dear for them. This is quite cool. It's got some of the squadrons in Space Above and Beyond. Screaming Weasels. No idea what that is. Some dragon something. I don't know. Mars Attacks. Tops trying to flog more stuff. Independence Day trying to flog more stuff. And yeah, the Gauntlets. Yes again. Yet another. And thankfully with this video, I'm at the end of this lot. How much were these? These were $2.95 US, $4.15 Canadian. And it's all the same adverts, just in different orders. Up, Hercules trading cards. Who remembers Hercules? Wasn't a fan myself. Star Wars: Shadow of the Empire trading cards. Everybody thought this was the way Star Wars was going. It didn't. One Life, whatever that is. More X-Files stuff for sale. Mars Attacks for sale. And some more squadrons. So you got 42nd Squadron, Soaring Hornets, 35th Squadron, and the Chigbusters. So you know the military artwork for the patches. I always loved in Space Above and Beyond. I've got the load of the patches somewhere. I'll have to dig them out for you. So again, this comic book. Meanders through it. Nothing particularly. You know, pretty nice artwork. All the guys are pumped up. Must have bought that bodybuilding VHS for this. Yeah, there it is. Space Above and Beyond, the Gauntlets. So that little lot will go back safely into its folder, where it's been for the last 20 odd years, probably for the next 20 odd years. So there you go, Space Above and Beyond. I've not watched it for a million years. I loved it when it was on TV. One series, a nice ambiguous ending that kept everybody guessing. Is there going to be a second series? Is Gillian Anderson going to come to it? Is what's he called? Can't even think of his name. My mate, McQueen. Is McQueen going to get a artificial intelligence leg? 'Cause artificial intelligence had a subplot in it. And none of it happened. Shane Vanson's probably still living in a bikini made out of coconuts on the planet she crashed on. There you go. We can only hope. She's doing well. So anyway, you know, Morgan and Wong went key writers for the X-Files, spun off with this pretty heavy space sci-fi concept, probably a little bit early, but if you like aliens and military sci-fi and you've not seen this, find it. You know, it's not easy. I don't think it's easy to get hold of. I've got it on DVD. I don't think it's ever been released on Blu-ray. I never see it on TV in the UK. I don't have Disney Plus. It might be on Disney Plus because it was made by Fox. There you go. On these TV shows. Says in 2063. Will we be like this in 2063? It's quite. The future was quite good because a lot of the future wasn't that much different, but a lot of it was very much different. So 2063 is less than 40 years away. Will we have space fighter planes and nuclear carriers in space? Probably not. I think we've enough problems here on Earth. So there we go. That's Space Above and Beyond, the graphic novels. Thanks for watching. If you like this channel, is also I've unearthed a new, where I look at things in the loft. It's like mining, and I find a rich seam every now and again. And this was a particular Space Above and Beyond seam. So lots more stuff to review if you're interested. If you're not interested, don't watch it. If you do like it, please like and subscribe, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. See you now.